Today's video is sponsored by War Thunder. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, what I have for you guys, we're going to be diving into the Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay. We're going to discuss all the details that you need to know, some brand new teasers that actually dropped today, and most importantly, what to expect from the gameplay itself and what footage we have so far. I haven't really been talking about Black Ops 6 Zombies too much, and that's something that it seems like a lot of you guys want me to cover. So if you do, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, but let's go ahead and let's get into it. So Call of Duty ended up dropping a new teaser today. We talked about the ones they dropped yesterday, but today the Call of Duty Twitter account ended up tweeting once again, showcasing this little short clip, pretty much telling you go to thetruthdies.com, which is the website where we see all the teasers that they leak for Black Ops 6. And then among there, when you hit channel 3, you end up seeing this new teaser right here. It says breaking news, and then it goes CIA documents revealed. The page ends up cutting out, and then Mr.Peaks appears for a couple of seconds. You also see it says Project Janus, and it looks like there's a letter. When you pause it directly right there, it says 9/17/1986. So that's probably around the time when the zombies is going to take place. And this is a letter to Station Chief Maxwell. And then you go on to it, and it actually shows the full letter, but it's a little bit blurry, so I'll go ahead, pause it for you guys here. Now, here's what the letter actually ends up saying. It says, "We are writing to inform you that Ernst Duffer has been assigned to serve," and then I'm not entirely sure what that is, "for the foreseeable future. Mr. Duffer previously served in a similar position at a facility in," I'm not even going to try to say that, somewhere in Germany. "While we cannot disclose his professional history at this time, please understand that we believe he will uphold the standard of quality we have come to expect from Terminus Island. Sincerely, the Project Janus administration." So this is going to be the new, I guess, main antagonist in the storyline. Some people were saying he might end up being the Brutus of Terminus Island, and he might be the mysterious man who was watching over the crew members while they were in prison in yesterday's cinematic clip. So that's probably who Duffer is. Now, they also showcased some interrogation tactics that they were using on the members. So first off, it says right here, the interrogation progress brief. The subject is Carver Mackenzie. The interrogator is Ernst Duffer. And it says initial intake status, trained to counteract interrogation tactics, time to get creative. He boosts morale for the group, break him and break them all. And then he says the current status, has resorted to shutting down via dissociation during interrogation, careful to conserve his energy in my presence, running physical training sessions with his companions have kept him stable considering isolation. The next interrogation progress brief, it says subject Strauss Oscar, interrogator once again Ernst Duffer, initial intake status, clings to something moral standards, something core will take time to crack, be sure his knowledge is integral to our objective. And then the current status, welfare of teammates and curiosity keeps him on task, grip on reality has loosened considerably and has become very adept to misdirection, exercise caution. Then you go on to the next progress brief they showcase. The subject in this case is Weaver, and interrogator Duffer, initial intake status, blames himself for the incarceration of Requiem, brainstorms ways to exploit this, acts as an anchor point for the rest of his team, keeping him separated from Gray and Strauss may give us an advantage. The director wants this one to suffer. And then it says current status, without a clear purpose, Weaver has become a broken, bitter man. Physical labor will continue to take place before our sessions and makes him more malleable. And then subject Gray Elizabeth, the interrogator Duffer, initial intake status, impudent and willful in session, but footage from holding cell suggests she's putting on a brave face, repeatedly stated during intake that someone would come looking for her and other members of Requiem. For the current status, she acts ambivalent in regards to her own safety, no longer responds to threats of physical harm, has stated she no longer believes anyone is coming for her. And we got all this information from that short little teaser with all the paperwork that they ended up showcasing. So if you pause it, you're able to read through and go through all of that good stuff. Now, something else that's also very interesting, as a Call of Duty player, I'm always looking for that next action-packed, realistic multiplayer game to play, and I have found the perfect game, and that is today's sponsor, War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game that they have ever made, with over 2,500 planes, tanks, helicopters, ships, and 10 different major nations, ranging from fighter jets from the 1920s to battle tanks available today. That means you can enjoy naval battles, ground battles, or my personal favorite, air battles. You can jump into any of these modes in style with the in-depth customization feature that they offer, giving you the opportunity to fully customize countless camouflages, historical markings, decorations for almost every single vehicle type. The best part is you can play War Thunder completely for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link link in the pinned comment or the video description. And to make it even sweeter, if you are a new or returning player that hasn't played for at least 6 months, you could use my link to get yourself a massive bonus pack. That includes an exclusive vehicle decorator called the Eagle of Valor, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium account. A huge shout out to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. But following that, they also ended up dropping another teaser, and this one actually confirmed Gobblegums, which you sort of already knew from the Vault Edition, but these are a couple of the Gobblegums that they showed within the trailer. So you have Perkaholic, you have Wall Power, Stock Option, Profit Sharing, and Cash Back. And this is just a few of how many they plan on introducing and what they've shown so far. What I found really interesting is the fact that they actually used the gameplay for this clip. So you can see that the Gobblegum is located on Terminus Island, which is located at some point, and it's probably going to be within a real area of that map. And you can also see the machine is the Mr.Peaks Gobblegum machine, so that's officially back confirmed in Black Ops 6 Zombies. But it was like a little 16-second trailer, and you can see from the settings, the backgrounds, the fog, and the time of the day, it's definitely going to be on Terminus Island. Now, speaking of the maps, now we dive into the actual gameplay for Zombies. Now, there's two things that they have confirmed in regards to the gameplay. They have confirmed that on the first day of Black Ops 6's launch, there will be 2 playable round-based Zombies maps that are completely separate from each other. So the very first one is called Liberty Falls. This one is going to be a superstore, neighborhood, town-based one. We sort of saw early gameplay footage of that where you saw the zombies running around in the track and field, and that was from yesterday's teaser. Other than that, they haven't really shown anything. During the direct, they didn't really showcase that map at all. Apparently, this will be the more casual map. So if you guys know, with Zombies, the community sort of split, especially with the devs, on how they should cater to hardcore Zombies fans versus how they should cater to the casuals. So they ended up bringing these 2 maps. You can expect that Liberty Falls is going to be more of the casual map. Storyline and Easter eggs probably not going to be as much, and it doesn't look like it's more of like those round-based Zombies maps where you just simply play for fun with your boys. That's the type of map that you can expect with Liberty Falls, and they didn't really showcase that one all too much. And then you have the second one, which is Terminus Island. This one is meant for those of you guys who are the hardcore Zombies fans. This is literally following the storyline, going through how that's going to play out. There's going to be Easter eggs, the crew members, and all that good stuff. That's the one that they really focus all the details on, and they've been advertising and showcasing with many of the teasers. Even in the direct, we actually got the early gameplay footage of that, and all that was taking place on Terminus Island. Now, for those of you guys who are interested in the storyline, the voice lines, all that interesting stuff that comes in with Zombies, they've actually confirmed a couple of things. Crew are returning to Zombies, so that's going to be officially confirmed, and we know the crew is going to be Weaver, Carver, Gray, and a brand new character named Maya. Now, as of right now, which we've talked about so far, Maya has not been mentioned. The guess is maybe she's going to be the one who breaks them out, and then they end up grouping up and becoming a team. So that's probably my guess on how that's going to start off. But that is the crew. Now, you have the option to either play as the crew or you can play as your own operator skin, but there's some benefits. So if you play as the crew, you're able to do storylines, you're able to give voice lines, you're able to probably do Easter eggs that are exclusive to the crew. So you have a lot more access to Zombies in Terminus Island, especially if you're using the crew. But then if you're using an operator, you can play the game more casual. You're probably not going to get those same voice lines that you would get out of Weaver or Carver or any of those characters. But at the same time, you're still able to have that Zombies experience. So they give you that option and that opportunity. Now, back into the gameplay for Black Ops 6, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. First off is the UI. They haven't officially shown what the Zombies UI is going to look like when you load up in-game, but based on the ones that we saw from multiplayer, what we saw from the other types of game modes that we have, I don't think Zombies is going to be much different. I did make a concept for multiplayer based on the blurry photo that we ended up getting, and now I have made a new version of that, and this is what I think the Zombies menu is more than likely going to look like. So you have the opportunity to play, go to your loadouts and adjust that, go over to the battle pass, the store, the standard other typical stuff, and then you will also have access to the maps, which are going to be available in the bottom left. In this case, I put Liberty Falls, and then the players in the lobby will be available on the right side of the screen. I also tried to make it animated, so maybe showcasing like the map in the background, something along those lines, but this is just a concept photo that I created. I'm expecting it to look somewhat similar to this. There could be a little bit of other changes. Overall, it's going to look exactly like multiplayer, just probably darkened a little bit. Maybe they're going to use a darker color orange, and then they're going to have spookier themed music, and it's going to be a little bit darker overall. But that's what I'm expecting the UI to look like. Now, when you actually load into a match in terms of the gameplay, you can actually see that the gameplay itself looks very similar to that of multiplayer. The devs did confirmed that all the brand new multiplayer features that we talked about in previous videos are going to be available in Zombies, and they're going to be permanent things where you can't really adjust them or change them. For example, we have the omnidirectional feature. They even did showcase a short clip of what that will look like in Zombies, so you're able to sprint in all directions, forward, right, left, back. You're able to also dive in all directions, and they showcase them diving backwards while they're shooting at that horde of zombies. I feel like maybe that could be a pretty cool feature. It could be all cinematic and pretty crazy looking, a horde of zombies chasing you, diving backwards, shooting at all of them. That could be something that will actually make you enjoy the Zombies experience a little bit more, but unfortunately it's one of those things that you can't turn off, so it's just permanent. You have to deal with it and you have to learn how to use it. And then there's other things like the corner slicing feature, the assisted movement. That's something that you can actually turn on and off, where it lets you go on maybe run, climb, jump, duck. And if you don't like that feature, you could turn it off, which is, I think, the big plus side to that. But everything that from multiplayer that is expected to be a brand new feature is going to be coming into Zombies. But based on what we've seen so far, Treyarch is still adding more information, giving us more teasers. I'm thinking with all the little teasers that they've been releasing so far, we're probably going to get more information on this Monday. They're probably going to drop the full-on trailer and the cinematic this upcoming Monday. Not only are we expecting them to cover the storyline and the cinematic, but we're probably going to see some early gameplay footage as well. And then more than likely, I am going to be making another video where I also want to discuss the early beta access for Zombies. There's like a rumor and a lot of people talking about that. I want to talk about that in an upcoming video for you guys and explain all the information we have so far. But again, a huge shout out to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to play it for free right now on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the pinned comment or video description. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack across all platforms, including multiple premium vehicles, in-game currency, and more, available for a limited time only, so make sure you don't miss it. That's all I got for you guys in today's video. I hope you found it informative. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's been your boy Chizo, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.